YouTube, what's going on? We're back with some more of the First Descendant. Got some more of the First Descendant for you here. This is Bunny. I'm rocking her Electric Condense build. We're doing 400% mission, the Caligo Ossuary. I'm just farming for gold, amorphous patterns, just MR grinding, light on everything right now. So yeah, this is I haven't used Bunny too much. This is the first time taking her out in her ultimate build, or at least putting it together in her ultimate build. Super fun to use. So this is pre-buff. So I heard that prior to the balancing that just happened, this also got a buff as well. So if it just slaps that much harder, it's going to be that much funner to use. So I can't wait to check it out, to see if we can fine tune anything. But this build is honestly disgusting. You guys are appreciating the content. You guys are liking the videos. Please feel free to turn on those notifications, sub to the channel, drop a like. Alright, so this is the 400% Bunny build that I'm using. Currently we're using the Singularity Reactor. I am optimizing that with my beam rifle Voltia. I've got the electrical skill power boost and the singular power boost as our number 3 ability. It's primarily singular, as well as the infinite speed boost, which is our number 2 ability, which is called the speed of light. And we have got our lightning emission. Now obviously we're proccing that up with the electric condense as the fusion. But again, we get that singular, obviously the electrical standard. We are rocking this with a 2-piece hunter set and a 2-piece annihilation for the duration and the cooldown. So obviously we're able to loop our third ability, the lightning emission, nicely. So it's at a 25.2 second duration with a 24.9% cooldown, so exactly where we wanted it to be for the perfect loop. And that's how I'm achieving it. Again, you want the MP recovery in combat with some type of resistance, max HP, fire resistance, MPs and shields, toxic max shields. Pretty decent set. We're rocking for the external components on that. My arch tuning. Again, I'm just focusing right into skill power, MP, HP. We'll be going down those. I'm just running through this tree to start. And then in the Inversion Reinforcement, again, we just want that extra movement speed when killing enemies, the extra attribute resistance, and then on hitting enemies, we're getting more skill cooldowns, so that works very nicely as far as being able to keep Bunny's third ability up non-stop. Descendant modules, again, we're running the Electric Condense when it comes to the 400s, and we're running that with the non-crit build. So the Electric Condense just seems to generate more power in general. I'm gonna run that with the Decimator. The electric is a debuff, so we'll get the extra skill power modifier by running the Decimator. Again, we got our skill power to diversify our our skill and our singular and our electrical. Having that extra power boost is a totally separate power multiplier on its own, so we're not suffering from diminishing gains by just stacking everything into electric or singular. So it's nice to spread it around. We've got the strong mentality for some skill cost, our increased HP for survivability. We've got our duration, our 2 ranges, so amplification control, and the skill effect range. You can put maximize range if you want on there. It's just it runs with a 20% minus skill power debuff, so I sacrifice range for more power. The electric and singular amplification, these are the 2 ones that are generating a lot of the skill powers that we're using for the obviously electric and singular. We're going to focus on singular for, again, more singular power, which stacks nicely with the 3, and a little bit more skill cooldown to help with that with the loop. So that's the build right there. And again, I'll just go over the Voltia. Again, nothing special, just primarily to increase magazine size and reload speed. So again, you got your fire attacks, rounds per magazine, or reload time modifier. But your fire attack, again, we're not expecting to crit damage with this gun, so we'll take the extra attack. Chill focused. running the rounds per magazine, precision sharp shot, and the fire rate increased. So that's just the generic build that I have going for all the Descendants. Again, we don't really use the weapon too much when running Bunny, at least not in these 400s. That's the build.